Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're not going to do a full breakdown of episode 6 of Hawkeye, but instead I'm gonna talk to you about the things I like about this episode and the thing I dislike. I'm also gonna mention that I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep on making breakdown for each Marvel show. And with that out of the way, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen episode 6 of Hawkeye, go watch it, then come back. And with that out of the way, let's get started. Let's start with something I liked and disliked. Let's talk about Vincent Van Kingpin. I really love the way Marvel Studios handled Kingpin in Vincent D'Onofrio, I'm sure that was his name, makes an excellent job as Kingpin. And in this show, he's more like his comic book counterpart, and that is something I really love. I love to see Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin in every scene he's in. He is intelligent and he is ruthless. Let's say when Elena was gonna leave, he said that he was gonna give her a chance to rethink it, and when she refused, he was really angry or pissed off. And when he tried to play that good uncle on Eleanor, he also knew that Eleanor had turned on him and the tracksuit mafia, and now he wants her out of the way. He is ruthless, as he was in the Netflix shows, but that's not all about him. He's able to dish out a lot of punishment and take a lot of punishment. In this episode, we see him getting shot by an arrow, he getting hit by a car, and he getting blown up. It's really great to see that he is so like his comic book counterpart. He can rip a car door open, and he can take damage that will kill most normal people. And in reality, Kingpin is actually in MCU sense pretty normal dude. He don't really have any real superpowers. If you don't, he is immensely strong, but I don't know how strong a human can become. But let's say they can get as strong as he is. That is a really great thing that they show him on a human that doesn't have any real superpowers can be almost as intimidating as someone with powers. Now over to the thing I didn't like that much, and that is, even though he was intimidating and when he fought with Kate Bishop, he really treated her like a rag doll. That is also the thing I didn't like. I didn't like the fight between him and Kate that much. I really felt that Hawkeye and Kate should have been the one to fight him. I understand why they didn't. And in reality, I think using him in the Hawkeye show now was a mistake. I really think they should have waited with him until the Echo series, because I really think that would have been better, because of the way Echo learns, then her story could be her going after Kingpin. I really felt like that was a missed opportunity. And again, and the way they ended this episode with Kingpin's story ends with Echo shooting Kingpin in the face. Now I have read the comic, I know he can survive that. I'm not sure if normal people can survive a gunshot to the face. actually doubt that. I heard someone saying otherwise, but yeah, I'm really not sure if Kingpin could survive, but I know he did it in the comic. I know he probably gonna survive it in the MCU, but it wasn't a bad scene, but it was bad way they reach it. And with that I mean they were poorly executed, ending Kingpin's story in Hawkeye show with him getting shot in the face. He should really instead just have escaped, and Echo would have come after him in the Echo show, as I said. And when they lead to that moment, it would then have gotten much better. One of the things I did like is that I like that Clint is able to make his own trick arrows, and he has connection that makes it even easier for him. I was one of those who thought he may have gotten them from S.H.I.E.L.D. or some organization, but it proves here that he's capable of making them on his own, and that is something that I think worked really great for this show. I don't think I would like to see that much if it showed up in one of the other shows, and I'm glad it happened to be in the Hawkeye show. The thing I like maybe the most, I'm not sure if I like Kingpin the most or if I like this the most, but one of the things I like the most is Eleanor's downfall. Okay, here's the thing. Eleanor had been a shady person throughout the Hawkeye show, and it was obvious from season 1 that she was a bit of a shady person. And now she's getting arrested. Last episode, we learned that she worked for Kingpin, or with, yes, worked with Kingpin, yeah, and now she's finally getting arrested, and Kate getting to bring down her own personal villain. Elena was the counterpart to Kate. She was a loving mother, but still a criminal. And Kate is the one that actually brings her down. And that is something I really like. A thing that I like the most about this episode is the interaction between Kate Bishop and Elena. I really like the interaction between those two characters. I always get a small laugh, and I think they make for a pretty funny duo. And I'm gonna explain to you why I really like Elena later on in this video, but I'm not gonna talk really much about it because those of you who have seen this episode understand what I'm talking about. Another thing I liked was the confrontation between Carson and Clint. Even though this is not much to talk about, it's clear that Carson really hates Clint because he feels like he has messed everything up, or at least that's how I see it. It's really clear that he really wants to kill Clint, and when they face off, he really let that show, and I really like that. Again, it's not much to talk about, but I felt it deserved to get mentioned. And now the thing I really believe is my favorite scene, and that is Kate and Clint fighting the traffic mafia on the ice. They really show off all the trick arrows, all their fighting skill, but I have to say it again, the trick arrows, the pepper spray arrow, the flash arrow, the tranquilizing arrow, the pim arrow, I really love them all. I can't help but to love it. It's a really cool scene. It's a really cool battle sequence. I really love it. I really love that they're showing off all those different arrows, trick arrows. I really feel like this was the shining point of the entire episode, or maybe, just maybe, the entire Hawkeye show. Another small thing that I like is the confirmation that Jack wasn't a villain. An arrogant rich boy maybe, but not a villain. I'm not gonna talk much about it, but I will say that I really liked that Jack was the villain, since they hinted that he was going to be a villain so obviously that it was too obvious. Another high point is the fight between Maya and Carson, and Carson's death. I really felt that Carson's death was a bit sad, and I really liked the fight Maya, and they had two best friends that is technically forced to fight to the death. Carson wanted Maya to escape, and know that she hasn't tried to escape, he have to kill her. And it's like he said that the traffic mafia was his life, and that he couldn't walk in both worlds. And I really feel like Carson really believed that he couldn't escape the traffic mafia even if he wanted to. And that is what makes this scene so sad to me. He really doesn't want to hurt Maya, but he feels like he now don't have a choice. And that is something I really can relate to. He doesn't want to kill his friend, but he have to. And Maya doesn't want to hurt Carson either. She wants him to come with her. And that is what makes this fight so emotional, and why it's so sad when Maya is forced to kill Carson. I feel like this is something that really deserves to be mentioned. Another high point that I really like is the conclusion to Eleanor's story in the Hawkeye show. And what I mean about conclusion is that Eleanor didn't kill Clint, and actually learned how Natasha died and everything that Natasha always wanted her to be safe. That Natasha always loved her. Throughout the Hawkeye show, she wanted to kill Clint from the moment she got there, and now that Clint tells her this and convinces her that killing him won't bring her back or give her any conclusion, she really help understand Clint. She knows that Clint loved Natasha, and she is just as sad that she's deaf that she is. It's a really beautiful conclusion and a sad one, but beautiful. I really love this scene. I really love the conclusion, and I made a video about some thoughts I had about a Hawkeye show before the show began, and I really enjoyed that I was a little bit right about this, that Eleanor wasn't going to kill Clint. I really like that I was a little bit right about that. I wasn't fully right about it, but hey, we can't all be winners. Now the last thing I want to talk about is Hawkeye Return, or Clint Barton's return to his family with Kate. And there are a few things here I want to talk about. First, it's just a happy reunion that Clint made it back to Christmas. And the other things I really love is the fact that Clint now is burning the Ronin suit. I really enjoy that part, because now he can really lay that to pass. The thing I'm more conflicted about is the fact that we learned that Clint's wife is Bobby Morse, a 19, aka Mockingbird from Shield. And I know Agent of Shield isn't canon, and this is Bobby Morse. I'm sure of it. Other YouTubers saying the same thing, and I also believe it. But the reason why I don't like it that much is because I really felt like Clint's wife should have been another person. I know Clint and Bobby had their relationship in the comics, but I really wanted to see another character, another actor playing Bobby Morse, to be Mockingbird, that maybe had a relation with Clint that didn't work, or I don't know. I just I'm not quite sure I feel about these actors playing her. But that may be because I like Mockingbird as a character in the comics. I'm not that well sure how this actor is going to be playing her that well. I'm sorry to the actor, I don't mean any disrespect, but I just haven't watched so much of this actor's roles that I can't say for certain if she's the right woman to play Mockingbird. And that's it for this video. I just want to say this is the last video of 2021 that I'm gonna to make. And with that out of the way, hey, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you do, and if you like, share, subscribe. I see you guys next time. I hope you all have a happy new year.